Oops, it started. How come or did you start it?
No.
Oh.
You must have. There, is it going?
Yep.
It's another test video. And this is to see how it works to turn it on and off and have a video while I show you how to make a mushroom decoction. And this lovely thing is some pieces of reishi, shiitake, turkey tail, lion's mane, and chaga that have been soaking for actually over 24 hours. You don't necessarily need to soak them, but some of the pieces, these things are really spongy right now, but they started out as little hard pieces that were like hard as little rocks of gravel. It looked like little black pieces of gravel. So by allowing them to soak, they completely softened and expanded and are now rubbery, and they look completely different and feel completely different than they did. So next I will have a clip showing how we make the pieces smaller and strain out our first round of decoction. So even though these, a variety of mushrooms we've been soaking, I'm still going to cut some of these things into smaller pieces. I see how the reishi is actually still dryish in the middle. So I'm going to go through the bowl and mince up all the pieces into about this size, or actually more like this size. We'll strain off the liquid that's already here, and then we're going to put the dregs back in the pot and add enough water to cover, and extract all of the goodies that did not come out with that first decoction. So that would be our double decoction, which we're going to do next. So here's the next stage of this process. In here is the last bit of that MARC of mushroom mix, or dregs, you might say. So most of it is, oops, minced up. It's gonna get water put over the top. And some of the mushrooms were already powdered, so it just goes to show you that you're not always going to have everything all in the same form. you work with what you have. So here's a little bit of the reishi that's still left to get chopped and put in the mix. So Raymond, could you hold this for a second?
Yeah.
I'm just going to show them one other thing. So I know we could use the potato masher to squeeze out the last bits of stuff. Ooh, light. So this is not a coarse cheesecloth because too many things would fall through. But it doesn't matter. It depends on how many bits you want in your final mixture. So I will continue to squish all that out. But then in order to not waste anything, I will rinse out the strainer cloth when I'm making my second round of decoction. So I just wanted to show you also, that's what our first tea is looking like. Also known as menstruum. So the material is our mark and the strained out liquid is our menstruum. Okay, so then the next thing will be simmering this down and doing this all over again. A little bit about the squishing out of ingredients. So this is the potato masher for small amounts of stuff to squish out. So it can take a considerable amount of pressure to get the last bit of liquid out of the rather gummy powder. So it's almost better if you're wanting to strain out liquid to not use powdered ingredients because they gum up the works. Or another trick, I added a little bit of water into the last bit. Whoops, there she goes. And then you can just continue straining it out by hand. So besides showing about mushroom decoction, it's kind of illustrating some of the technical things that you learn about by trial and error as you go. So